Here is another example. Mind you, once again, have not read this. We're going to be experiencing this together. But just by the title alone, I am excited. I mean, it sucks that her husband cheated on her, right? But I feel nothing. I hope that this is my manifestations, this is my wishes for the story, that it's going to be a tale of a woman coming into her own and realizing that now is when I leave. I don't need to wait for the next heartbreak. I don't need to wait for the next disappointment. I don't need to wait for him to do better. I'm a go. That's what I'm hoping. Let's see if I'm wrong. Also, for those of you who are new here, hi, my name is Shayna. I'm a journalist. I talk a lot about decentering, men, child-free living, all that great stuff. So if that sounds like a vibe, please like, share, and subscribe. Now, let's dive in. My husband told me today that he cheated on me. We were having a talk about our finances, and he admitted to lying to me about his credit cards. We have discussed our debts before we got married. He had student loans that I was paying off. And he told me that he had a credit card but only used it for emergencies. Why? I'm sorry. You were paying off his student loan? Oh my goodness, doing nice things for men, it just never ends well. Anyway, very considerate of you. Clearly, he never valued it. But I believed him because he gave me no reason not to. But today he finally admitted that he has a lot of credit card debt due to poor spending choices. We have separate finances and a joint account for bills, which is why I didn't know sooner. We've been married for 6 years. This made me ask him if there was anything else that he was hiding from me, and he immediately looked guilty, probably like a small child who just peed himself. Let's continue. After a lot of questioning, he admitted he cheated on me a year ago with his friend. Can't even say girlfriend. Can't even say... Oh, whatever. This friend had previously gotten brought up because she had absolutely no respect for boundaries, and the last time he was deployed 2 years ago, I caught him in a live with her at 3 a.m. my time because he assumed I was sleeping. In a live. Like, he was on social media, on live with this friend, doing this at this time because he thought that you wouldn't be able to see it. I don't know why. You already knew. You already had the answers. Let's continue. Everybody's allowed to make mistakes. Everybody can make a mistake. I watched for 10 to 15 minutes as she flirted with him, and he just smiled and loved it. Ew. And also a military man. I'm telling you, I don't think good can come from them. Shayna, just try to keep reading. Okay. I have been suspicious since then, but every time I have brought it up, he tells me it was nothing, and even showed me his phone, which I now realize has deleted messages. We are right here. Before showing me, he deleted messages before showing me, and I just accepted his word because what's a marriage if you don't have trust, right? These men, unfortunately, and this is why I know I said that I was just going to read, but hear me out, please. I have talked about this situation in previous videos, but the long story short of it is that I know somebody who, for no reason at all, when somebody came to her as a woman and said, hey, are you with my boy? Have you ever been with my boyfriend? This person said, oh my goodness, absolutely not. Like, he's great. Like, you should totally, because he then proposed to this woman who was coming to somebody that I know as a woman. And the person that I knew said, oh my goodness, no, like essentially, that feeling that you have, it's not based in any fact. Go and marry that man. He's good. He and I were never together. And now they are married, and now there are children, and their entire relationship is based off of a lie. A series of lies. When I say, and I fully believe this for myself, and I'm curious if other people believe this for themselves too. Unfortunately, while not all feelings are facts, understanding the difference between anxiety and intuition, I have a whole video about that. I'm going to put it up there. Understanding the difference between anxiety and intuition gives you information that you might not have had previously. This lady had all the information that she needed. And then this man lies, as they do. So now she could take the information that he's given her, which is tainted, or hold on to her intuition, which is another kind of information. And she decided to run with this. But it seems like she came to a realization. Let's continue. He told me that it was a year ago. Oh, okay, right? He told me that they had a thing a year ago, and he did it because he loved the attention. Ew. Ew. We have a very regular bedroom life, 5 times a week typically, and I always make him his favorite meals. I clean, I even surprise him often. Like recently got him the college football game. I don't know. Excuse me. It's like no amount of attention I give him was apparently enough. Quick pause. I don't know when I will be posting it. Maybe I've already posted it, but I'm going to tag another video right up here that talks about this wild documentary about, oh my goodness, what is the name of it? 1 second. Ashley Madison. Ashley Madison. There's a documentary about the rise and fall of Ashley Madison. For those of you who do not know, Ashley Madison was a dating site for married people who wanted to cheat on their wives. Yeah. So the documentary details the rise and fall of it, but it also brings up several couples that were engaged in Ashley Madison. And one of these couples, I go into it in much more detail whenever this video will be posted. But one of those couples, similarly to OP's husband, craved attention from anybody and everybody, and it was never enough. His cup was never full. It was like the most toxic Leo energy I've ever seen. Just a whiny, gross, look at me, anybody please, show me, see I'm a star. Ew. And it sounds like that is what this is, right? Oh, and then she regular bedroom activity, favorite meals. Honestly, this sounds just like the wife from that documentary, but I'm really hoping we've got one more paragraph. I'm really hoping that she made a different decision than that wife. Anyway, let's continue. After he told me he cheated, I smiled. I felt like I felt like a weight had been lifted from my chest. Like I wasn't even insane. Right, because you knew you were always right. He cried and told me he's not the same person and no longer talks to her and that he has blocked her. I just kept smiling and left the room. I now have half a bottle of wine dancing in the kitchen. I'm now half a bottle of wine and dancing in the kitchen to Chappelle Roan. I think I know who that is. I don't know. I don't know why I can't cry. I don't feel anger. I feel empty almost. Not sure where I go from here, but here I am. There's probably a lot of sadness and like pain all wrapped up in there, but out. You go out of the house, you go out of the marriage, you leave the marriage, you divorce that man. And you reclaim all of your energy. You pull things back to you. That's where you go. You don't stay in the house for longer than you need to situate yourself to get out of there. Sooner the better. The sooner that you can start to reclaim all that not just he took from you, but that you gave to him, that you willingly gave to him. And that's going to be the hardest part. Recognizing, wow, I really did sacrifice so much for a man who didn't care, disregarded me, and lied for years. That's going to be hard, but guess what? You're dancing now. You're going to be dancing so much more once you're out of there. Once you start investing back into yourself, man, you're going to be flying so high. So happy that you made a different decision than that other lady. I'm excited for what you do, not excited for what that lady does. Anyway, if you have any thoughts about this, please type them away in the comment section, and I'm going to talk to you later. Bye.